We can high five, maybe.
Can we?
No.
Oh wait, my hands disappeared. Close enough.
Good try. Good try.
Hey everyone, it's Elijah for CBC Kids News. And if you watched our last two videos, then you know why I look the way I do. But if you haven't, let me enlighten you real quick. This is my virtual avatar. And what good is a virtual avatar without a virtual studio? So what do you guys think?
And even though I'm in this VR studio right now, I'm actually at home with my VR headset on.
Hi. This interview series in our new VR studio is all about COVID-19. We've experienced a lot of changes during these past few months, and big changes like that can be very scary. We've asked kids across Canada to submit questions about how they're feeling. And today we're going to talk to Dr. Carlton Duff to see if he can help answer some of those questions. He's hanging out in his office in British Columbia, and I hooked him up with a VR headset so that he can join me here today. So let's head over and talk to Dr. Duff.
Hey Dr. Duff, you're probably used to this whole VR thing by this point.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I could come back here anytime and feel right at home.
The pandemic has been hard on a lot of people, and many people find it scary. Can being scared affect your mental health?
That's a great question. And the thing about being scared is there's actually nothing really wrong with being scared. Sometimes we're scared of things that are actually pretty dangerous, like a bear that's really hungry. And we should feel scared because that feeling helps us stay safe. We run away from the bear. Sometimes we feel scared of things that aren't dangerous. That's when it starts to affect our mental health.
What happens to us when we feel scared?
Well, it's probably easiest to understand that there's 4 parts to feeling scared. The first is the actual emotion, the feeling that you have that we call fear. The other parts are like the thoughts that you might have that something bad or something dangerous is going to happen. Then there's also stuff that happens inside of our body that tells us we're feeling scared. For some people, you might notice that their chest or their heart pounds, and they feel tight in their throat, or even dizzy, or like they might faint. And then the last part about being scared is the stuff that we do. Feeling scared makes us stay safe. We stay away from the stuff that's dangerous. So it makes us want to do things to get away, to escape.
Are there things that we can do when we're feeling scared that can help us when dealing with fear?
Yeah, when we're scared in the moment and we want to try and calm ourselves down because we know it's not actually dangerous, there are things that we can do. One of the easiest things to do is to try and do long breathing. You've probably heard somebody say, take a deep breath. But what I think they really mean is take a long breath. What that means is breathing in and counting slowly to 5, and then doing the same thing by breathing out and counting slowly to 5. The reason why this works is that our brain actually sends us messages to our body that tells our body to react, to get ready to run away. But since we know there's nothing dangerous, we can actually use our body to tell our brain that everything is cool. So by doing this breathing, we send messages up to our brain that say, relax, everything's all right.
Let's take a look at the screen at our next question submitted by a Canadian kid.
I've heard people say we would have to wear masks forever, and that worries me. Would we have to wear them forever?
That's a really good question. When we think about things like forever or never or always, it can really make us feel scared. But the truth is that there's not really any such thing as forever or always or never. These are just ideas. And when we think these ideas, it can make us feel more scared than we need to be. So whenever we hear ourselves say things like always or never or forever, it's a good clue that we might have to actually tell ourselves something that makes more sense.
We've got another question from Umeshi. Let's check it out.
What can I do if I'm always worried or scared about the future?
I think Yameshi's thinking a lot about the future. Let's head to another visualization and we can talk more about it there.
Wow, this room looks like some kind of future science fiction place.
It does, yeah. And it's kind of neat to imagine what the future might be like. But you know what happens sometimes is that we think a lot about the future, but also the bad things that might happen in the future. And that's the thing about our thoughts, is that when we think about good things, like puppies, it makes us feel good. But when we think about bad things, like bad stuff happening, it can make us feel scared. And the trouble too is that we might start to worry or think about those bad things over and over as a way to try and kind of solve the problem. Maybe if we think about it enough, we actually can get out of it. But that's not really what happens. What usually happens is then we think about all the other ways that things could go wrong or something bad could happen. And then we get more and more scared and stressed. Whenever we notice ourselves worrying, that's usually a clue that we might be trying to fix the future, to try and stop these bad things from happening. It's such a great chance for us to focus on the good stuff that might happen too.
I have to say, these visualization rooms have been dope. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to come and talk to me and answer some kids' questions. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to meet in real life.
I'd really like that, Elijah.
Hopefully these videos have answered some of your questions and concerns during these tough times. And if this is the first video you've seen in our new virtual studio, be sure to check out our other two. You hear that? Nothing, right? No beeping, no burnt food smell, nada. That's because I decided it was probably best if I didn't cook while also using my VR headset. Maybe I should start a VR tips and tricks guide. I'm getting pretty good at this. For CBC Kids News, I'm Elijah Sandiford. Bye! I can't believe we still haven't figured out this whole peace sign thing. I really had to change my sign-off. Unbelievable!